Good evening, friends. Welcome to tonight's session. There's a lot of latest news that I'd like to share with you, tonight. Welcome, Neena ji, and I hope you are better now. And our best wishes are always with you, Neena ji. Yes. So a lot of things have been happening. Now, the latest, apparently, the latest is that in the Saif Ali stabbing case. So let me just get to the images. Yes, welcome, Fennel, as well. Now, the latest news is that the Mumbai police said they have found as many as 19 fingerprints of Bangladesh national Muhammad Sharif Islam, alias Vijay Das, who allegedly attacked Bollywood actor Saif Ali Khan at his house on January 16th, they say in a failed robbery attempt from the crime scene. Now, sources in the Mumbai police have told the media they managed to lift the accused fingerprints from the crime scene, the bathroom window from where he entered and exited, the duct shaft, and the ladder he used to enter the building from the duct, among other places. The police believe they are one of the strongest pieces of evidence they have against Islam, who is 30 years, to secure a conviction in the Saif Ali case. Now, the Mumbai police are likely to take the accused to Saif Ali Khan's house to recreate the whole crime scene. Apparently, now, as you know, see, friends, they haven't welcomed Nina, and I always wish you to be well. Now, friends, every day the story is changing because the police don't know what to say. Now, the police are being fed by someone or some, force. We do not know which force. And then you have the, Bollywood, which is keeping a very, very eerie silence. It's only today that we saw Sanjay Dutt going and visiting him in the hospital, Saif in the hospital. But otherwise, everybody has kept tight-lipped except for Urvashi Rautela, who goofed up and then had to apologize after that because she didn't even know what the incident was all about. Welcome, Sona. And, I'm glad all of you are with me, especially you, Nina. Always glad to see you. Welcome, Fennel. Welcome, Sona. Yeah. So now, friends, apparently now the latest news is that the accused panicked after seeing his photo on TV and he had planned to make an escape to Bangladesh. Now, friends, somewhere I get the eerie feeling that these people are watching social media very closely for clues because as it is, they don't have many stories that they can spin to protect somebody. Now, the whole thing is about protection. There is no real, the urgency to really find who the culprit is or whether it was an internal fight within the family or what it was. They really don't want to find out the truth. This is what the police, look like. They look rather feeble about, they don't seem to be, wanting to, really investigate what's happening. And in between all this, friends, there's another tussle that's happening. I told you, there's a tussle in the family. There's a tussle in the, among the servants. They don't know what to say. And there's a tussle, in the neighbors are also getting rather panicky and trying to hold some strikes. And now you will see that everybody is fighting to be the accused lawyer. Now, I don't know what is the kind of payment this accused is going to get. That is why all the lawyers are vying to become his lawyer. Now, let's just look at that, piece of news. Apparently, one second, let me just get to that piece of news. Yeah. So, apparently, it said that, two lawyers, Dinesh Prajapati and Sandeep Sherkhane, fought in the court to defend illegal Bangladeshi Shariful Islam who stabbed Saif Ali Khan. Oh, how did a poor jobless, because these people are calling him jobless. Now, mainstream media is very, very careful about how they word their, news. And so now they say that this guy is a jobless guy. because earlier we found fault with the, what you call the the company that had employed him for housekeeping. So we said that the housekeeping company should be thrown, out of and into Bangladesh because they are employing these illegal Bangladeshis. So now they say this guy is jobless, and so they can't see a poor jobless guy, suffering at the hands of all these people. So there are 2 or 3 lawyers who are fighting to take his case. Now and apparently he's not illegal also. Now see, now he's becoming a bigger share than even Saif Khan. Now you remember the doctor was saying that Saif came in like a share. Now these people are now saying that this man is, he is now, they're giving him such a sympathetic factor, saying that he was jobless and, he was not illegal. He came in about 5 months back. So now this is news to us because can you imagine it? See, now we find out that this man has come only 5 months back, into the country. So let me just get that piece of news as well. Now, the poor person is only now he's going to become one of those really, terrible victims. He came only 5 months back, but within a few months, he knew all about the Bandra denizens. Okay, and he had studied everything. Now, within 5 months, see, even when you change houses, you will always know, you have to find out who's your neighbor. You have to, make a rapport with them, and then you find out the roads, where is the, nearest shop. So these are the things you would find if you want to, change your shifting houses. But this Superman, who is, who is so innocent, and he came only 5 months back. And within a few months, he studied the whole, geography of Bandra and, how rich these people are. And he also found out the complete, make out, what you call the map, and also the layout of Saif Khan's house. He knew exactly where the stairs were. And apparently in this 5 months, he would have been very familiar with Saif's people because nobody made a hue and cry when he climbed the steps, because the steps are, most probably would be behind. And all these, see, there are 12 floors, and each floor has its own lift. Now, 11th and 12th are the floors where Saif and his wife are staying. So the lift leads directly to their apartment. In all these luxury apartments, it's like that. So now this man goes via the stairs. So it's apparently he knows where he's going. It's not that he is new to the place, and he has a bag full of things. Now we really don't know what was in that bag. And again, he goes without slippers upstairs. But when he comes down, he's wearing his footwear. So did he use Saif's footwear is the question. So we do not know. And then now he goes there, and nobody, even the security person, doesn't make a hue and cry. And it's like, a son-in-law is coming into the house. He seems to be walking in casually with his bag and all that. And the security and all, they don't raise a hue and cry. And then what happens is that suddenly the maid says that she saw a maid or the nurse or whoever it is, says that she saw a light and she thought that madam was there in the bathroom. And then when she went there, she found this man, and he said that he wants 1 crore. Now, why is he asking the nurse or the servant for 1 crore is my question, right? So now, as you see, this is a cozy family, and this is the couple we're talking about. And so, why would he ask the nurse or the ayah or the maid for 1 crore? And apparently, is it a fact that he knew all the houses were very rich ones, and so he could ask any amount and he can get it? So it's also a fact that friends, that so this guy. Then the lady, they say that she started shouting, and maybe that he caught hold of the little kid Jay, and he was going to ask for a ransom. Now stories are changing very fast, and it is during this time that the lion Saif came in and he attacked him. and that's how he got wounded. Now, and apparently this man, there was around 6 or 7 servants around, and they did not do anything. They saw this puny man, and they thought he was Superman, so they didn't even touch him. And during this moment, this tussle happened, and this knife fight happened, and finally, the knife was had gone into Saif, and this man had disappeared. So till this time, what is surprising is that the staff never called the police. So anything like this happens, immediately the first thing is to call the police, but they didn't. And apparently, the hero, the lion, also did not call the police. So let me just take a few comments here. Welcome. Satish says the Bangladeshi may be a regular visitor to Saif office to supply some parcel from his shoulder bag. And Sunal says, haha, now the news will move from poor Saif to the whereabouts of the attacker. So much publicity only for a movie. Now, isn't it surprising that all the CCTV cameras were working, whereas in SSR case, all the CCTV footage was gone? Yes, absolutely. And highly favored said, awesome show, evening, good evening. Yes, welcome, highly flavored. And Minaji, the story is not fishy, it's a big fish bucket. Yes, absolutely. So now he doesn't call the police, but very discreetly he takes Taimur with him, and goes into catches a rickshaw at 2 o'clock, okay, 2:30, and he quietly goes to the hospital. And the rickshawala also says that he didn't see any wounds on him. It was just a small thing, and so he goes with him. And then he says that there was one more man, perhaps a servant, because it was not his other son, Ibrahim. Now, every time that this policeman, gives a press report to the press, as I mentioned yesterday, he always comes across as a Manmohan Singh reading out from what Sonia Gandhi would have given him, without any expression. And he is also, sometimes I feel that he's even stifling a smile, because he knows exactly that whatever he's saying is crap. I wouldn't use a worse word, but everybody would understand it is crap. Now, even the servants all kept quiet, and none of these servants, decided to drive the car, or even the two drivers over there didn't bother to take the car. And of course, Saif was not so wounded, he could have taken the car, but he didn't. So, what is the use of all this money that they stash in their houses if they have to use a rickety rickshaw? Is my question. Now, apparently the hospital is saying that he will not be discharged on Monday, that it will take a few more days, so it will be either Tuesday or Wednesday. Now, the question everybody is asking is, let me get back to that, okay, to the man, is that these people do not resemble each other, okay. The firstly, his appearance doesn't match. The second, his build is frail, and the other guy is, the person they have discovered recently from Bangladesh is a little bit muscular. Now, more than all this is the 8-pack hero, Saif Khan. So, how is it that Saif Khan couldn't overcome this man? So, and not only that, everybody says that, okay, Kareena Kapoor was busy partying when all this happened, and it's only at 4 o'clock that she went to the hospital, to look at Saif. So, something very fishy here, especially because of, other than Sonam Kapoor and Urvashi Rotela, nobody really spoke about it at all. There was an uncanny silence in Bollywood, is what I'm saying. No comments, no condemnation, no advice, nothing. They were all behaving like saints. Now, so these things are not adding up, because usually the first one to jump up is all these, what you call item girls. They first come and they say, "Ye kya ho raha hai Hindustan mein? Itna, mara mari. Hum log safe nahi lagte. We have to leave. We have to fly. We have to leave India. What is India?" And blah blah blah. So somehow things are not adding up here. The police hurriedly are trying to close the case. So this is something that you must understand. They're busy trying to close the case, and you're trying to divert the issue. Now, totally we have moved from Saif to, the illegal Bangladeshi tribe. Now, see, in a very, funny manner, even Kareena Kapoor just, left the scene and went to her parents' place. and with the children. So what was wrong? Why did she go so fast? Was she angry with Saif for any reason? Did he do something to make her angry in whatever condition she was? And was there some altercation between the husband and wife? Is the next question. Now, Nina says, where is Saif's statement? Yes. And Lakshmi says, the story is not fishy, it's a big fish market. Hand over this case to UP police, the truth will be out. Mumbai police cannot be trusted. Now, Leena says, you are correct about the CCTV camera. The child should have been sleeping. Doctor said Saif was full of blood. And this story drama is better than Kyunki Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi and Crime Patrol. Now, that's like what Lakshmi says. Why wasn't the ambulance called? Now, it's a very good question that Leena has asked. Yes, why wasn't the ambulance called in such a grave situation when he was attacked and stabbed, 6 times? Now, apparently, it's very amusing. So you must bear with me that the mainstream media is very, very guarded when they're speaking. Now, their words are also very, very guarded, and their images are also very well edited and put, which means we are seeing only images of Saif Khan, with all his muscles out. I don't know for what, because are they trying to prove the doctor correct by saying that he came like a lion, and that's why they're showing Saif in his, all his masculinity, is a question that I, have in mind. Now, as you know, Kareena Kapoor is a person who, who cannot control herself. So, she can lose her temper, in a second. Now, apparently, she has said, leave us alone for God's sake. This is what she has done. She slammed the paparazzi, taking photographs of her. And then immediately, within few minutes, she deletes that post. Now, she expressed her anger after the paparazzi captured their staff carrying J. Taimu's toys inside the house. However, she deleted the post, a few seconds later. Now, as you know, Saif is in the Leelavati hospital, and he is recovering from apparently multiple surgeries. And amidst all this, Kareena she has become very, very upset. Now, the auto rickshaw driver, okay, now the guy who took Saif to the hospital. So now I don't think I have that guy's picture here. Yeah, I don't have that guy's picture here. So apparently, yeah. So going back to that, and the auto rickshaw driver was very, very smart. He immediately took the guy Saif to the to the hospital. But according to some media reports, the rickshaw driver refused any payment from Saif for this act of service. And the rickshaw driver said that he was called to by Bandra police station for questioning. I did not know about money that night. Did not think about money that night. I have not been contacted by Kareena or anybody else so far. I have not had a conversation with them, is what Bhajan Singh, the auto rickshaw driver, said. Now, he was not paid. Okay, if they had any decency, if Saif and this Kareena had any decency, the first thing they would do is give a huge amount to this man for taking Saif to the hospital. But look at them; they are so stingy. Normally, I would also before also I've remarked, when you watch Aishwarya with her, maid, the maids are all dressed so poorly. Why can't you give them good clothes so that they dress well? You're earning so much money. Give them clothes and let them look good. This stinginess that you find in many of them in Bollywood is that they do not want to part with their money. Even you see that the insurance money immediately, even before Saif has recovered, if he is actually undergone any surgeries, they have demanded the insurance money, and that too digitally. So they're very smart. They're doing everything right, and including not paying the rickshaw driver, despite the fact that he changed the tune the next day to suit them. So this is also happening in the, in between. And Dina says every hospital has an ambulance, and this hospital is in Bandra West. Absolutely. And you also remember that when SSR's case was going on, Trimukhe was the one who had paid money to be in Bandra. So I suppose that guy is still there, sitting very cozy. So Lena says, was the auto driver paid? Yes, certainly not. That's what we were talking about. It's all garbage. Bollywood need to shut down. It has corrupted politics and police force both. Welcome, Manjeet. And now they are committing insurance fraud. Yes. Entire Bollywood and our cricketers, none of them help the poorest. Absolutely. So this is absolutely shocking the way these people behave and what they do. Now this man, as we said, this Bangladeshi, now the story is that he would have climbed the chimney, okay, or the duct, the AC duct. So then, friends, if he climbed the duct, so let's go back to his image. Yeah. So now if he climbed the duct, then how do the stairs lead to the duct is my question. Now, some strange people are saying that, see, Bangladeshis are intruding because they want to increase the Muslim population in India. Now, I don't know from where that came. Now, as you know, suddenly the question is about how the Bangladeshis are increasing in numbers, and suddenly the focus has come on the crores of Bangladeshis who are not only living, but they are also enjoying a very lavish lifestyle that Indians are not enjoying. They have, super luxury cars because everything is paid for. Everything from the Aadhaar card is being paid for. So now suddenly Saif Khan, through his 6 stab wounds, has brought the focus on the illegal immigrants, Bangladeshis, who have been brought in by the politicians, the cheap politicians who for votes will sell their souls to the devil. So that is what is happening. And now to cover up that, they are saying that this poor guy was jobless and he came 5 months back. Then can you tell me who are these Bangladeshis who are working as servants and menial people all around us, who are known by only Hindu names? And even if you ask them from where they will tell you they are from Assam or from West Bengal. But the accent, you can make out from the accent that they are from Bangladesh. Now, I really don't know what are the politicians trying to do? Are they creating another parallel Bangladesh inside India? And if it is happening, what is the center doing? Is the center so stupid that they can't differentiate between illegal immigrants and Indians? In any other country, people are thrown out like flies, and visas are not given. Nothing is done. But here, we are having them, sleeping in the garden. So now they want to cover up, and they are saying that this man was jobless. Now Times of India and all these people, they are using all sorts of fancy words and saying that, see, these people, poor things, they came in and, they are trying to send payment to their families back in Bangladesh. And so they decided that they would do this job. So you mean to say that they decided to steal from Saif to send some money to their father and mother or wife or sister or whoever is in Bangladesh? That is what they are now arriving at, that they have absolutely no hand in it. Now, I don't know whether to laugh at the kind of statements that the Mumbai police are making, because they have come out as absolutely ridiculous. Nobody believes them, and even when they talk, they don't believe themselves. So from here, where do they go? Is the next question. Now, see, in all this, my question is that why did Saif not approach the police right from the start? Because this is a police case. If he has been stabbed, and that too 6 times and half the knife inside his body, the first people he should have contacted was the police, right? He didn't contact the police. He just went very quietly, discreetly, like usually the house help in such houses. They go in rickshaws. That is how quietly this man went with his son. And why did he take his son? is a question that most people in the social media are asking. Why has he subjected his younger son to this gory scene if he was bleeding profusely, as per the doctor of Leelavati, which is also a big lie. Okay, so let me just take a few more questions. Uh, so, yes, in Mumbai, they are living jobless. This is the biggest joke of the century. Absolutely. And let me just take a few more. Welcome, Geeta. And right from the attack to Ottowala, everything is fabricated, says Insa. And Lena says he climbed till the 7th floor, then used the duct to the 12th floor. And also, to reach the 12th floor, he cannot go in without Saif's permission. And that is his empire. So Saif has given him permission. So who could this man be? So many people are saying that he was it drugs, because Bombay, Bollywood is infested with drugs, and he came with a very full bag, and by the time he went down, the bag was empty, and these people usually come by auto rickshaw. So now these are all the kind of questions that people are asking. Now, Insa says 2 photos are very different. Yes. And is the thief on the stairs same as the one arrested? I was shocked, says Sumati. Yes, this is what the Mumbai police are saying. So here's the man who's saying all this. And Saif's personal astrologer was not paid for his work which he did many years ago. Yeah, he comes across, in fact, Saif comes across as a very stingy man. We can call him the stingy Nawab, And Nina says if Ria's driver dropped Karina in this emergency, she could have asked Ria to send her driver to take them to the hospital. Yes. And also here, Nina, you have got a very, very important point. Now, they were saying that, she was partying in one of the floors, which is either 12th or 11th floor with these people. Then how did Ria take the car and drop her from the 12th floor to the 11th floor, from the 11th floor to the 12th floor? Or were they in another building entirely? Now, this is something you've made a huge expose here by saying that, see, the party that Karina attended was outside this huge complex. So you say if Ria's driver dropped Karina in this emergency, she could have asked Ria to send her driver car to take them to the hospital. Absolutely, and well said. Now, Lena says, why isn't government not insisting on KYC for every household worker? Illegals have to be removed. They have all kept Indian names. Politicians want India to break up again. And this is exactly, whether it is Mahavikas Aghori or any other party, this is what they want. They don't want India to stand strong. And as you know, for example, in America also, Trump is trying his best to throw out the illegal immigrants. We are, at least Modi ji is trying his best to do that here also. But it's just not happening because the politicians are so greedy. They want to have 10 houses in all over India, houses outside. Their children should be educated at the best colleges abroad. And they don't like Indian universities. They say that these are all useless. If you want to get education, you have to get it in some, Firangi university. And if you want to go to for any treatment, only do it abroad. Our doctors are not even worth it. This is the kind of respect they have for our country, our doctors, and our universities. This is Bollywood for you in a nutshell. Now, Lakshmi says in Mumbai, they are living jobless. This is the biggest joke of the century. Parallel Bangladesh has been created. Yes, this is Bangladesh too, is what we can clearly say because of the crores of Bangladeshis who have settled down in India with the support of the politicians, the dirty, greedy politicians in India. And of course, the greedy people, I won't say they're only politicians, all the people who are employing them also should be questioned. Now, Lena says, few taxpayers are paying for these illegals. Absolutely. Now, Strong as a girl says, was this drama for health insurance fraud? A very good question, Strong. And good evening, Vinny. And Lena says, why don't these Muslims migrate to China? None of them go to China. Have you noticed that? Yes, because the treatment over there, what sort of treatment they give to them, isn't it? So that's also something very strange, But through all this, you'll find that how this, this very frail man who looks like a mosquito, behaved like a very highly intelligent spy. coming from a Tom Cruise movie or a James Bond movie, how he evaded security at the main gate of Saif Khan's building and entered his house, and he stabbed him 6 times. Again, he evaded the security and escaped. And he made sure his face was also captured on CCTV. This is just like, going haywire. So how did this man manage to bypass all the security, not once, but twice? As you know, security cameras were everywhere. Did they all fail? Now, Saif's building has high, security because of all the celebrity residents. Maybe the spy knew some secret passages or something like that in the old, detective movies that these Javed Akhtar types write, But 6 stabs and then just goes into thin air. How is it possible? So these questions are being asked by everybody. Please don't blame center. They are doing everything to deport these criminals. But each time Sybil or Singhvi approached my lords, and as usual, my lords stay deportation. Satish, I very clearly said that Narendra Modi government is fighting against that. But don't tell me the whole of Modi's government is clean. It's not squeaky clean. There are people who are on the side of Bollywood, and who are also helping in this. I won't say BJP is squeaky clean. Yes, Modi ji and some people are, and they're doing their best. As you say, there are bad elements everywhere, and they are making the situation so bad for Indians. Lakshmi says you should see old city in Hyderabad. It's already mini Bangladesh, and they are protected by OAC. It's already Jungle Raj. Everywhere, in every part of India, they have areas where nobody can even go because there's so much of violence there. And these people are very, very cruel. They don't care two hoots about anybody. So let me just take a few more comments from others. So very interesting comments coming for all of you. Pursak says, Meenaji, so proud of you for being so brutally honest. I love you for being honest. This is all for keep themselves in the limelight. So I don't believe anything whatsoever Bollywoodians do or say. Absolutely, Pursak. This is how they are, and they don't care even about their children. It's all what suits them at that moment, and we do not know in which state they are. So what suits them at that time, they will start doing that, and they believe that they are the kings. What did Saif talk on NRC for illegal immigrants? Irony got the better of him. Yes, absolutely. Government must use presidential power if it is possible to remove collegium system, says Leena Lal. Now, Geeta says, how can we be so sure it wasn't an inside job? Exactly. This is what I've been talking right from the beginning. Because they claim that Saif came to de-escalate their fight. And the auto thing also got me thinking, someone who has so many cars at disposal. This very fact that Saif went quietly into the rickshaw with his little son is a fact that he is hiding something. And he doesn't want people to know about it. And why did he not contact the police? Even the hospital, the first thing that you do if you go with a wound is that they say that, have you reported to the police? Is he above the law? And why would he, all the few, what you call bimbos, Bollywood bimbos say that, see, Bombay is lawless. Do you expect the chief minister to peep into Saif's bedroom and see what he's doing there? Doesn't he have better things to do? So these are questions we've been asking in the past few days. Vinny says, but Ibrahim was also called. He did not come and take his injured father to the hospital. Yes, and as you know, Vinny, we've been seeing so many videos where he walks out of all these hotels inebriated, in a certain condition, and people are actually lifting him and putting in a car. So about these Nepo kids, the less said, the better. Whether it is Aryan Khan or anybody. Now they are building, now the police are even more intelligent. Now they are saying that this man is a big, sleuth. Now he went not only to their house, he went to Shah Rukh Khan's house, also to do a recce. Now all the Khans are in problem, even the midget Khan, Amir Khan is also in problem. So all these Khans are in problem because of this one puny little Bangladeshi who doesn't have a job and who is stateless, and who wanted to send 1 crore to his family in Bangladesh. Now, how do these labor class from Bangladesh who have come illegally get lawyers so fast to defend them? Which group is helping them? This is what is the truth, Vijay. And that is catch hold of the 2 lawyers who are fighting tooth and nail to become his lawyer and give them the third degree and find out who are their masters. Then the truth will come out. This is what I feel. Now, Sandeep says, a blind police squad is investigating the case. It's obvious the CCTV guy and arrested guys are different. First guy looked a bit like the CCTV guy. Second guy in blue shirt had a mustache. The third guy. Yes, it's just like, every time they're throwing a lollipop at us and telling us, do you think this guy is feasible? Do you think this guy is feasible? So they're playing a game with the public. Amazing that building had no security. Outsiders could climb the stairs up to the 7th floor. It's not even resemblance. They seem to be scanning for anyone who's carrying a fast-track backpack. And the reporting is also being done by blind reporters who aren't asking basic questions. It's the same. Here, Sandeep, very, very funny thing is that, see, I was just watching the lady reporting in India today. And, she's just gushing over how this Saif, protected himself. And everything that they're saying sounds like they are loudspeakers for the Kareena Khan family, because they are not doing any investigation. Whatever is being fed to them, they are feeding the public. So it's high time that you guys just switched off the mainstream channels. They're just giving you bullshit, is all I can say. All we SSRians want justice for our beloved SSR. So this here also, sir, see, within a few days, they see that they've got the culprit and the culprit is going to be facing the trial. Now, let me tell you about the the car medical, gang rape and murder of that woman. They have found, again, the same puny man. Thank God they didn't say he's a Bangladeshi, because Mamta would have even said that he's a Bangladeshi. Now, that guy is saying very clearly today that he's being framed. When this case was being discussed, some interns and some people who knew the inside of what was happening said that there are 3 or 4 or 5 kids, very powerful people who have escaped the country, and they are the ones behind this gang rape and murder of the girl. So what triggered it? They said that this girl is a very bold girl, very smart doctor, and she found out the illegal happenings in the hospital, which had connections with the government of West Bengal. So they were doing organ trading. They were doing selling medicines. They were doing whatnot. A lot of other sexual stuff as well. Some pornography. This is all what they were saying. Now, very conveniently, the judiciary have not even looked into it, and they have now offered, I think, around 17 lakhs to the parents after telling this man that he is guilty, finding that this man is guilty, and he's going to get 10 or 20 years of imprisonment. Now, the parents have clearly refused that money because they know that they are lying through their teeth. And Mamta is so scared that this puny man is going to speak the truth, because already he has started saying that I'm being framed. So, you see, there also the police and the government are joining hands to tell you lies. And the parents know that they are hiding it. And Mamta is the most scared because her government may be involved in it. And what has the judiciary done? They have kept quiet. And they want to give money to the parents. Your daughter is dead and you're going to take money for the death of your daughter? They are not like other parents. So this is the same thing that's happening in the Saif case also. They have found a guinea pig and they are making the guinea pig, and that also Bangladeshi. Earlier they said that he was a Hindu, and then later he said he's a Muslim, and then they called this guy a Hindu, and then they said no, he's a Sharif. Lena says ambulance is fast instead of waiting for others to drop you. Saif has 2 houses in the same lane. Backpack guy looks like Taj attacker. Divya says, yeah, welcome Divya, always nice to see you. And Insa says, funny sides of lawyers. Yes, it seems police is trying to save the accused who are in the family by bringing some illegals from Bangladesh. Media can't probe in Bangladesh, so safe. But what is BJP government doing? Seems playing cahoot with the Bangladeshi. Yes. Divya says, Another beautiful session. Meenaji, keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Divya. It's our duty to tell you the truth, and for you, we leave it open to you, and we want you to see all the sides and come to your own conclusion. In India Today News, it was asked about the non-resemblance of the accused with the CCTV picture. However, investigators confirmed that the blood on the shirt of this Bangladeshi matched with that of Saif. Vidya says. It's getting even murkier. Vidya is all I can say, because suddenly they have found this little, scapegoat that they are going to put everything on. Court has given verdict, Roy life imprisonment, very sad. Judicial reforms needed, Jai Hind, Jalpai. Here, Sudhakar, the fact is that, see, they are saying that after everything was done, they picked this guy from some, alley and brought him, and then would have forced him to do something so that his, semen would be found on the body, and said that he did everything. When she was ripped apart, one single person could not have done it. This is what justice is for us in India, is all I can say. Meenaji, have you noticed? Nobody's uttering. Yes, Bollywood is silent. They are silent. It's a very, very eerie silence. They have been told to keep quiet. Only in India such corruption goes on. Many politicians are corrupt, but this doesn't occur in other countries, that a politician will work to break up the country. Your comments are coming fast and furious, so let me take each one of them, because each one is more interesting than the other. As if there are poor people staying in the building except Saif. And rickshaws moving around in the front even at 2 o'clock. Bollywood is petrified, is what Nina says. Absolutely. When will Modi government abolish collegium system? Says Leena. Since Mamta Kulkarni is back in one interview, she said Saif ka family ka matter hai. It's all fabrication and needs to be investigated. That's a very, that's something that everybody is talking about. Tomorrow is Sushant Singh's birthday. Now, friends, tomorrow is, I think it's, is it tomorrow or 27th? So, Basanti, can you confirm, in which case we will take, many of you, if you would like to come live, please join us tomorrow. We are fighting to defend him. This chugiri going on of cops, torture करके बुलवाना एक घटिया सेंसलेस अरेस्ट होती है क्या स्टाफ बे कहा ये वो हो है सब फालतूगिरी चालू है says yes, absolutely. Meenaji, mainstream news showing only Saif news. Yes, I think, I don't know how much money would have changed, or hands as well. Saif was wheeled in on a stretcher into the operating theatre. Why would you take your 7 to 8-year-old son to sit out with just some domestic help? Shouldn't the mother have been with them? Now, this is something very, very serious, Nina. I know what you're implying. There is something even more eerie in your words. That means that something else has gone very much wrong here as well. Now, police fingerprints batai. And Swaminathan says the Aadhaar card, voter card, even though is a center issued ID cards, but the documentation verification by police is done by local governments. If you see, maximum comes out of the, yes, absolutely agree with you, Swaminathan ji. Leena says, now Mr. Sybil should take up this case to help this man. Inside job, and how did he get into the house? Now, Fennel says, Meenaji, Shivji's Tandav has already started in Bollywood. One by one, we'll get to see all their true colors and huge drama. Yes, Khan time is up. Let's celebrate Sushant's birthday in full form. And wrote, yes, those who want to join me live can join me and speak your mind. No neighbors came to help. Perhaps even their relationship with the neighbors is not good, is what I conclude. Yes, Fennel, loudly for justice for Sushant Singh Rajput. Republic reporter in haste said, Taimur is Saif. Yes. Saif has completed a film called Jewel Thief, which will be released in March. Oh, is that why Kareena kept saying that they did not take my jewels? They did not take my jewels. It's a huge joke. Police prove if your hands not free from corruption and bribery. Nina says, you're right. If you go to any hospital with stab wounds, hospital is obliged to report it to the police as it is a criminal case. Absolutely. And Rekha says, our great Supreme Court gives protection to all these illegal immigrants whenever government takes action against them. Our lawyers, Sybil and Singhvi and Prashant Bhushan will also fight these cases for them. Yes, they then become the brothers of Bangladeshis. It's an inside job, and now they are framing an innocent guy, says Roop. Secondly, how did the doctors immediately, without police complaint, take him immediately to operate? Why 330 surgeries done in an hour without police? Yes, this is the question, isn't it? And the way the doctor spoke, like a scene from some, movie from Ram Gopal Verma's movie, about the bravery that Saif showed is also something very funny. Welcome, Bossy. And Fadnavis's wife has close connections with Bollywood. So I don't know how that is linked to this. Now, if government gives security to all these millionaires, it's a waste of Indian money because they themselves can spend their own money, says Vijay. 21st Jan. So tomorrow, friends, join me live at 8 p.m., to talk about Sushant Singh Rajput and why justice is still being delayed and put in the back burner. Bossy says, well, I heard that Salman Khan plot the murder of Sushant Singh. We really don't know that unless they tell us, isn't it? Your program is already wonderful to listen to, an extremely nice program conducted by you. Thank you so much for participating and giving your valuable opinion as well. Jay, this stabbing drama should serve as a lesson to people about what liars Bollywood entertainers are. If they had got instructions, Farah would have been the first one to come and give her a piece of, a news bite, about what we are all talking about is crap. Now it's tomorrow. Yes. So please join me tomorrow. Karina went to her sister's house. She told police this. She didn't take her children. So now this is getting even more murkier. Why would she leave small children there? Under such circumstances. INSA says it's impossible that a murderer hides near the crime spot than to escape to India via Nepal. Sandeep says, first guy, second guy in blue shirt in Bandra and buying earphones in Dadar, and the third Bangladeshi are not the guy on the fire escape in the CCTV. Unless it's some strategy of the police which we can't see. Unless, of course, there's Scotland Yard, Sandeep. What time will you be doing the live show? At 8 o'clock, friends. Please join me at 8 o'clock. Usually, it's the same live program. With their star attitudes, sure, they don't have any relationships with neighbors. Especially the way Karina keeps staring at people. She just can't take any, thing. She'll just say that, see, please stop watching our films. Please stop watching us. Please don't give us this thing. And the moment she gets into gym attire, she will call all the paparazzi, please, I've worn a new gym suit I'm wearing, and just look at my figure, how good it is. Rolex watch was given by Sultan Brunei's daughter to Saif. Granted to sell it, but couldn't, and gifted it to Karina as watch was feminine. Yes. So, yeah. So with this, we end this session, friends. So please join me live tomorrow with whatever you want to say and convey about SSR, and let the message go strongly to the government again. Good night. Jai Hind.